Welcome to the Positive Sports Podcast. I'll be your host this afternoon, Ed Montana. Alongside me today, my self-quarantined brother, Alex. Alex, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am healthy.
Good. That's all that matters.
That's
Family
right.
good?
Yeah, everyone's good.
Okay, good.
We're just cooped up in this house.
Cool. I'm a little nervous.
About what?
We're too fucking close right now. We're closer than what the government wants us to be.
We should have moved the camera further back so that we could be 6 feet apart.
This is totally unsafe. But guess what? We're doing this podcast
We
anyway.
did the podcast last week, and it was unsafe.
Yeah, but now the outbreak is,
It's taking over.
It's taking over, bro. It's taking over.
Now, all joking aside, what do you think about this outbreak thing? Like, do you think it's as serious? I mean, it's serious. We both think it's serious. But how serious?
Like from a scale to 1 through 10?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna answer this like seriously and honestly. I have no fucking clue. Okay, because here's my honest take. Okay, and look, if you're just tuning in, you're probably not gonna get much sports on this one. But we're gonna, but yeah, right, exactly. Why? But I don't know. To be honest with you, I just don't know. The one thing that I do know is whether the main thing here is that we find a solution, right? We have to find a cure, right?
Eventually, yeah.
So, right. Well, I mean, that's the only thing. So, I think, or I feel that whether we find a cure today, tomorrow, next week, next month, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, we're gonna feel this for a little bit. It's gonna be a long lasting effect, I think, on everything, economy, people, jobs, all types of stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm a believer, or just my way of thinking is I don't believe anything that the news, or I don't believe everything that the news tells me, that the government tells me. So I don't know how serious this is. I don't know. So
I think it is. I think it's very serious, but and I think it will have a long lasting effect.
Yeah. That's the part I'm scared of.
It is going to. I think it is going to fundamentally change the way we live. Like I think that. I think we will see a greater number of people working remotely. I think we'll see a change in policies at hospitals, at restaurants, at business in general.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to change dramatically. This will be a fundamental shift in the way we live.
Yeah.
And the virus itself, I don't think is going to be as big a deal as we're making it out to be. In the end, I don't think it's going to rank very high in terms of what it does to our society, in terms of deaths and things like that. But it will have a far-reaching effect in the way we do business, the way our healthcare system works, and in the way we work day to day.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been saying for years, an accountant like me, no need to go into the office every day. I get as much work done from home as I do at the office. I've been saying it for years, and it's only getting easier.
Right.
And so I think now this will force a lot of companies to change the way they think and the way they do things.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of jobs out there that, are really... I mean, per company policies, right? They don't allow it, but I mean, you could really work from home.
Yeah.
Buyers, right? I don't know, insurance. There's already a ton of people that do that, right?
IT.
Yeah, I mean,
think of all
maybe IT not so much, right? Because they kind of have to be there to.
I had an IT issue this week, and he worked on it from remotely. Yeah, some hardware issues, you're right. But it doesn't require being in the office 5 days a week.
Right. So, yeah, that could be, man. I just hope for the sake of our economy, gas is gone down, and Although, when I was younger, I thought, yeah, gas, 99 cents, $1.29. But now, when you get older, you're like, nah, man, I want gas to be like $3 fucking. I want the economy to be strong.
Especially when you live in Houston like we do, right?
Yes.
Our local economy really depends on the oil and gas market. Yeah. And so, yeah, I see gas prices go down and make me nervous.
Oh.
Yeah. I know there's layoffs coming, and that affects people here.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, and then that's what I mean by, the solution, the cure, right? The longer we don't find the cure, the longer this thing drags out, and it's going to be worse. But like I said, even if we do find the cure in a week, it's
it's going to take time to test it, distribute it, all that jazz.
Think about this for a second, okay? I went to Colorado 2 weekends ago, right? 2 weeks ago. When I got back that Saturday, 2 weeks ago from Saturday, the total number of cases reported in Colorado were 77. They're up to 375 right now in 2 weeks. It doubled in like 3 days. It was like at 186 or something like that. And that kind of scared me a little bit, right? Because, this thing supposedly takes, 5 to 7 days for something you to feel the symptoms and all that. And although my family and I, my mother-in-law, we're well past the 5 to 7 days, and thank God we don't feel, we're fine, or so we think we're fine, right? Because there's some people that think that they're fine and they have this virus. So who knows at the end of the day? But for now, we're feeling fine, but it's kind of scary. Like, we were close to those areas that, are dotted on this map that show you where this virus was reported. So it's like, it kind of makes you, it's okay to be scared, I mean, it's okay. So,
well, it is it's a pretty aggressive virus. It's worse than the normal flu that we get every year. You just got to be careful. You got to take care of yourself, and just don't tempt fate like those people out in Florida doing the spring break thing who don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Look, play with fire, you get burned.
Pretty much.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, I don't think anything's going to happen to me and my family, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm not going to the office. I mean, granted, I don't have the choice now. They kind of told us to work from home. I'm not going to visit my parents. They're older, and so I'm staying away from them just on the off chance that I don't want anything to go wrong with them.
Thursday,
just take it easy.
I called Mom and I asked her, I'm like, hey, is your power washer available? Because I got Joshua, my 17-year-old, is sitting at home
collecting dust.
Pretty much. So I'm like, you know what? This is probably a good time to put him to work. So I asked her, I'm like, you got the power washer available? I'm like, all right, I'm going to go over there. But I don't want you coming outside, I told her. And I'm not going to go inside. I'm like, you can stay in the garage and, but don't, I'll go pick up the power washer and that's it. And we'll talk from a little bit of distance because, when I think about it, I'm like, they say the elderly or the older people, I don't know what age it starts at where, right?
Well, I'm hoping over 50.
Yeah, definitely. Right? Yeah, I hope not lower than that. And so I'm like, I would hate to be the person that, God forbid, she guesses from, right? Like, how I think about how would I be able to live with myself knowing that, the simple thing to do was just to stay away, right?
Right.
And the weirdest part of that trip to Mom's house, which also made today weird for me, was not being able to hug and kiss my mom on the cheek or my dad or you today. That was weird because, Ed and I, we were brought up real close family, and the tradition is a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and that's how you say hello, and that's how you say goodbye, and that's how you greet in our family, right? It's just tradition. And so that was really weird for me today, not to give you a hug and a kiss, and then of course mom and dad on Thursday. So I'm like, boy, this stuff is like, it's like you say, it's kind of changing, or it's not going to be like this forever, right? But it's changed how we greet each other now.
Yeah,
right?
Even something that simple.
Yeah, so that was
crazy.
That was weird. So yeah, and I ended up, my son, I put him to work, power washing my driveway.
I bet he's loving
make him earn all those home cooked meals now, right? Because we're cooking every day, bro.
That's another thing I thought about. Like, it's amazing how much stuff we take for granted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we were at the baseball fields. On the way home, we stopped at this taco shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. And we got home, and we had tacos, right? Because we got to do the drive-thru. And I ate the taco, and it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't hot.
Yeah.
It was lukewarm.
Right.
And I was like, this isn't as good. Because usually we eat there,
Yeah.
And so just little things like that, every now and then you notice, and you're like, oh, this virus thing sucks.
Yeah.
This lockdown, shutdown, whatever it's called, sucks.
Yeah. It sucks. Number one, I'm a homebody. I enjoy working from home, and I like a fucking home cooked meal. So this thing is kind of working in my favor,
right.
As far as a personal preference. Of course, no, I don't wish this thing on anybody,
right?
Or these crazy times, but I'm kind of liking the being at home and doing stuff with the kids, doing stuff around the house, and working at the same time. And my wife's cooking every day, and not that she doesn't cook every day before, but it's it's much easier to say, hey, let's go grab something from the streets and or from wherever, and instead of a home cooked meal.
We go out to eat a fair amount, and so we're missing it for sure. And I don't mind working from home. I like it, but I do get to a point every now and then where I miss the interaction. And I'm like, oh God, I mean, we're sitting here, and this is my office. It also doubles as the Positive Sports Podcast studio. But I mean, I'm in here for 2 or 3 hours straight. Go out and grab a cup of coffee and come back. And I mean, it's kind of weird.
Well, you got the messenger. You can email if you want to,
it
talk
was
to somebody.
not the same as walking to someone's cube and asking them a question sometimes.
Yeah, but now when you get back to work and everything becomes normal, you're not gonna want to go to the cube because
no, I am.
You gotta quarantine, man. You gotta stay at a distance.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna want to. I honestly, I miss that.
Yeah.
I know that sounds silly, but
man, anybody comes up to my cubicle and be like, "Look, man, it's not safe."
Yeah.
Just go back to your cubicle.
Don't make me go back home.
Go back to your office. Email me. Call me. IM me. We're good.
When I saw you earlier today, I thought you were sick. Like, I thought you had the coronavirus.
Did you see me cough or something or what?
No, I just noticed that you...
That I what?
You lost all your hair.
Well, being home with the wife and kids all day, every day for the past 7 days.
Makes you pull your hair out, but I mean,
yeah, well,
I'd expect to see some patches of hair.
Some patches.
Somewhere.
Well, no, well. I guess since you brought it up, I might as well show our fans what I see. I
hope our fans are listening on Podbean, iTunes, or Google Play, and not watching on YouTube because they're gonna need sunglasses for this.
Well, here's the thing. This is what happens when you're quarantined and you got too much fucking time on your hands. Okay, this is what happens, people. You lose it. I just noticed my ears are kind of pointy. I'll tell you what. This window behind me is making it real shiny. I don't know if it's our.
No, it's the lighting.
It's the light. Wow, man. This is a fucking good job shaving right
here. Did you like put some oil on it to make it shine?
I bought some Brute for Men aftershave. It fucking smells great, bro. I love it. Oh. Smells so good. Listen, let me tell you something. This is the best thing I could have done right here. Number one, I've been debating. I've been going back and forth. Let me put my hat back on because I look really weird now that I look at myself.
Yeah.
For more than 5 seconds.
I look at you.
I hope you guys like it. But
I like it.
I've been debated for quite some time, probably a year already, on just saying F it.
And just
taking
a
to the scalp. And so, like I said, a little bit more time on my hands this week. So I'm like, I need a haircut every 2 weeks. Like it's just one of my things. I need a haircut every 2 weeks. Okay, and I figure this is probably not the best time to see any barber.
Yeah.
Right.
Good point.
Although probably by now none are open.
Yeah. No.
Right. So I'm like, and plus I'm not going back to work for probably another month, maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks. My hair's gonna grow back.
At least 3 weeks.
I'm like, this is a perfect time to do a trial run.
Right.
And at the same time get a haircut. And I mean, you know, I'm always gonna be handsome and
now
fine.
Here's my question. This is the part that I don't quite understand.
Okay. There's nothing to understand.
you took a razor to your head.
Yeah.
But you didn't shave your face.
Right. Correct.
Why not?
Well, I figure this much. I'm going for that killer look, you know? I'm going for that bad mofo look, you know, the guy with the beard and the bald head. Nah, I can't put the razor to my face, man.
Do you ever
that
shave
would be
your face?
Never. I might have done it.
Clippers over it?
Yeah. On the lowest guard.
Oh my god.
I may have shaved like completely twice, and I know I've had more than 2 interviews in my life, but that's probably the only time I've shaved. I mean,
I have not shaved all week because I haven't gone into the office. And at this rate, I'm going to look like ZZ Top by the time we go back to the office because in a month, it's going to be a serious beard.
Hey, bro, I can shave it for you. I mean, look at this job I've done, man. I can do it.
I would never let anyone shave my face.
Oh, face? No. I wouldn't even let anyone shave my head.
Did you shave? Who shaved your head?
Me. What do you mean, who?
But, like the whole thing?
The whole thing, bro.
Weren't you worried about missing a spot?
Well, a couple things I factored in.
Okay.
Okay, so I went into my wife's. I went into my wife's makeup bag.
This is gonna be good.
And so I got one of her things, you know, the personal handheld ones that are kind of, you know, the kind that you see.
Handheld what?
Makeup thing.
Oh,
that
mirror.
Blush. Yeah, mirror, and it's got the blush. You know, the ones you see where the chick is driving in the car and she's holding up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that. So I
Did you put on blush or was that just for the mirror?
Nah, I skipped that part.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I turned away from my big mirror from in the bathroom, and I put the small handheld mirror here, and I just and then I mean it's so.
Wait, how did you shave? Complete with sound effects, folks. Don't touch me.
Oh, sorry. Coronavirus. Coronavirus alert.
Don't touch me.
And
I
so,
love you to death, but don't touch me.
And so, yeah, I mean, and other than that, I kind of massaged my head. And then I went to, out to the living room, and I kind of, asked for a review and kind of what it looked like in the back. And I got some feedback, and I went back and I said, okay, let me touch up a few. And then, so what I did was I got it down to, the best I thought I did.
Right.
And then I took a shower, and then that's where I kind of went
felt
over.
around.
Yeah, felt around and
kind of.
Yeah. So.
I like it.
Okay.
My only problem with it is tomorrow.
Right.
It's gonna look like Shadow.
Bro, the next day, my head felt like fucking sandpaper.
Exactly.
And that's the part I don't like. And this goes against what I totally believe. Okay? Because I believe I should not be spending more than fucking 30 minutes in the bathroom.
Right.
Okay? I believe in the 3 SHs: shit, shave, shower, quickly. Okay? I don't want to spend a lot of time in there.
Right.
This kind of consumed, this went, now it was the first time, right? So
Maybe you'll get better at it.
Well, Thursday was the first time, right? I did it. I shaved today again. So Wednesday was the first time.
Okay.
So yeah, see, that's about 3 days.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like once you get like a little bit of shadow, like even when you lay down in bed, it's gonna like grab into the pillow.
Oh, bro, when you fucking lay down in bed, it feels so cold on the pillow, but it feels so good, man. It's like it's like you're sinking into some clouds, man. It's gorgeous. So yeah, it took well over an hour. I'm talking close to an hour and a half.
I did it a long time ago, but I've got a relatively skinny face. Mm-hmm. Not that you don't, but my face is skinny.
Right.
I look like a cancer patient.
Yeah.
So I decided not to do it anymore.
So real quick, actually, kind of want, and this episode is not sponsored or anything. Okay, I want
but
to.
It could be.
It could be.
Reach out to us.
Yeah.
Email the show, positivesports10@gmail.com, positivesports10@gmail.com. Or you can hit up our Twitter at Brooklyn Gaucho 1 for Alex or myself at eMontana21, and we will take your sponsorship conversations.
So, for those wondering what I used for the first time, right? Taking a razor to the scalp, so my wife got me this. I don't know when she got me this, and it's Harry's, not Harry's. Harry's. Well, that's what it's called, Harry's, and you get two 5-blade cartridges, flex hinge, the kind of one that kind of flexes, rubber grip, razor handle, comes in a real neat box, and when you open it up, you get a packaging that looks like this. Okay.
Nice.
And so you get your extra cartridge, as you can see. You get the handle and the other cartridge. You get, it's kind of like a protectant. It's got little air holes here.
It's a little cover.
Lets it vent a little bit, right? The razor. So you put the razor on.
So it can dry out.
Right. So it's a little cover, pretty neat. It opens up like that. You put this in there.
Mess around, huh?
And voila, you got that. Yeah. There you go. See?
Plus that way, if your toddler finds it, they won't slice themselves to death.
I did not think about that. That's definitely a plus, I would say. So this is what I used, and I must say that I enjoyed using it. Actually, I feel like it did a good job, and it's the rubber handle I like because kind of
secure grip,
good grip, right? You don't want
it to slip.
You don't want to mess up on your head.
No, not at all.
So yeah,
or your face.
Yes. So yeah, this is what I used, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep using it. So when I went to the store on Wednesday, when I was gonna shave my head for the first time, I went to the store real quick to get some aftershave because I don't own any, right? Because I don't shave my face. And so I went to Walmart and I saw this there, and I'm like, oh well, let me see how much this thing is. For $10 you can get this.
Oh,
I mean,
that's a good deal.
My wife got me this as a present, and
now you know your wife doesn't really like you that much.
Now I know my worth.
Exactly.
My market value has dipped during these critical times.
Exactly. Well,
and so
rough times in the economy.
Yeah, true. But so you get this nice packaging for what it's worth, and you get this what I feel is a pretty decent razor. Yeah, for $10. I mean, at Walmart, can't go wrong. Harry's, that's the name. Go try it out, man. It's
I think they have a deal online too.
Do they? Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed using it. So
Harry's, hit us up. You just got free advertising from us here at the Positive Sports Podcast.
That's right. Hit us up, baby.
We'll clip it and send it to you so you can appreciate our plug.
So yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So,
what new experiment are you going to go into next week?
Well, for next week,
you being at home.
Well, I plan on becoming a scientist for next week. I'm gonna
An
try.
astrophysicist.
Yeah, I can't tell you exactly what I'm gonna blow up, but yeah, nah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You'll have to tune into next week and find out what I get myself into.
I'll tell you what. For me, I've been talking about needing to work on strength for a while.
Yeah.
And so now with a little more time, not spending an hour and a half in my car commuting,
Right.
I'm working on some strength
Yeah?
exercises. Yeah. Can't you tell? Kind of swole. No? It's just the first week. Cut me some slack.
Well, have you been able to? I'm assuming you now got more time to go for a run.
Yeah, no, I'm running.
Yeah.
Staying healthy. Look, you gotta. For people that run, especially people like me that have been doing it for a long time, running is sanity. And when times get tough, even more important to go for a run.
Right.
Because it is, for me, it is my sanity. It's that time where I get to go out and just forget about everything and, spend some time alone and
That's what I'm missing.
get some fresh air.
I'm missing the gym. When this thing broke out and everything, and I was like, man, so I started well before not going to the gym. Probably like a week before. So I've been back 2 weeks from vacation, 3 weeks. So I haven't been to the gym for 3 weeks. And so I'm like the gym.
Time to start getting creative at home.
Well, I have some free weights, but that's about all I have. I'm going to have to
Pick up a kid.
I'm going to have to dust off the T25 DVD.
Lift the kid. You got a couple kids.
Yeah.
Nah,
Bench
press with the big one.
Yeah.
Dumbbells with the little one.
If I drop one, though, that's my ass.
I mean, well, then you come over here and get one of my kids. Well, look, there's not a whole lot of sports to talk about. But we did have the beginning of NFL free agency.
True.
So we can talk about that because some big things happened. The biggest domino was Tom Brady. Everyone was wondering where he was going to go. Where would he end up? Is he going to re-sign with the Patriots? What's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. Well, now we know he signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do you think about that move for the Bucs and for Tom Brady himself?
Well, first I'm going to say I was pretty damn close with my Chargers pick, okay? That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, you just missed it by the width of the country.
That's all I'm going to say. They were one of the two teams left.
Yeah, you just missed it by an entire country.
They were
an entire conference.
The Patriots weren't even as close as the Chargers were.
That's about the only team further away than the Chargers.
But, I mean, I think it's great for Tampa Bay because they're in a win-now mode. I mean, Brady's not there to play for 10 years. That's not going to be their franchise quarterback. Right? Yeah. So he's there to help them win now. And my only thing is we've seen Brett Favre, we've seen Joe Montana, Randall Cunningham, Peyton Manning, although he did win a Super Bowl eventually, but was really carried by the defense. Still won a Super Bowl. But he didn't win it the first year. They didn't win when they went to their new teams, So, but Tom Brady, I think, is in a very fortunate spot. He's got weapons at wide receiver that he didn't really have consistently in New England.
Yeah.
I've always said, I think since last year, that Tampa Bay has a very good defense, and I'm willing to say that they have just as good as a defense as the Patriots had last year. So remember, the Patriots defense kind of tailed off last year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good situation, I think, and it's a win-win for Tampa Bay. Look, Jameis Winston was their quarterback. The guy threw for 5,000 yards last year. He had 30 touchdowns. Yes, he had 30 interceptions. He also had 30 touchdowns with the same exact team. If Tom Brady can cut it down to 20 interceptions, I mean, damn,
that's an improvement.
That's an improvement. Do you really think Tom Brady's going to throw 15 interceptions? 20? Probably not. He'll probably throw less.
Right.
So I think it's good. It's good for both.
I think it's really good for Tampa. That is not a crazy division. I think New Orleans is certainly the class of that division, but they could go in there now and really compete for that division. One or two games could really swing it, and it's great for them. And for Tom Brady, I don't think it's the best thing in the world for him. I think it would have been better for him to go back to New England. I think, look, ice cream is good. An ice cream cone, just the cone, is good. Mm-hmm. But together, an ice cream cone is the best. And I think that's exactly what you're going to get with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is a great coach. Tom Brady's a great quarterback. But that combination produced 6 Super Bowls. And I don't think we're going to get the same thing in Tampa. Just like I don't think we're going to get the same thing in New England with another quarterback. I don't know who that quarterback's going to be, but it's going to have to be someone special to get them up to a Super Bowl level again. And it's going to be rough for Tom Brady. I think the transition will be harder for him than for Bill Belichick because he's going to have to go into a new system. Whereas Bill Belichick's going to keep running the same system. It's just a matter of he's not going to have as much talent, and so he's going to struggle. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't look at this as a great indicator to me about either one of them. I think obviously what they did together is what matters, and this will be a footnote that most people won't remember. Only real sports junkies remember that Favre played for the Jets and that Joe Montana played for the Chiefs.
Oh, see,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think if Tom Brady goes and wins in Tampa Bay, like wins the Super Bowl, oh man, people are gonna be like, see, Tom Brady, he could do it without Bill Belichick, and vice versa. If Bill Belichick wins a Super Bowl without Tom Brady, then people are gonna say, oh, see, Tom Brady was a system quarterback, and Bill Belichick, he can win with whoever. So I if either one wins while they are both in the league without one another, I mean, that's totally the first thing that people are going to bring up.
But the criticism of Tom Brady is unfair because Tom Brady has a skill that is diminishing over time. Bill Belichick does not. His ability to coach today is as good as it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Tom Brady's ability to play quarterback today is not as good as it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And so I think that's the one thing about this whole thing that I'm not going to like. I'm not going to like the talk about, well, Bill Belichick was obviously the reason they won in New England, or Tom Brady's obviously the reason they won in New England, because those guys had to do it together. It only worked together. You know what I mean? And that I don't like that whole conversation about, you know, who did it and who didn't do it. I think they couldn't do it without each other.
Right, yeah, no, I don't think they could do it without each other either. But I think it's fair to say that we consider Bill Belichick one of the greatest coach, if not the greatest coach ever, and Tom Brady one of the, if not the greatest quarterback ever. Well, now let's see if they can win without each other. I mean, look, if Tom Brady,
but because they do or don't is if one wins without the other. To me, that's just further confirmation of how great one is, not an indictment on the skills of the other.
Well, no, it's not an indictment, but I mean...
But that's the way they'll talk about it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't like.
Well, think of it like this. Tom Brady wants to win. Plain and simple. If not, he wouldn't have came back. He wants to win. So, he chose this. I mean, or did the Patriots choose this? I don't know, right? Because I mean, they weren't going to pay him what Tampa Bay paid him, so they chose this collectively. They chose it. So, you know, we're gonna find out if Tom Brady is, you know, a system quarterback. If that's just what he's been this whole time, or if he can rally a brand new team under whole new coaches.
Yeah, no, regardless of how he performs in Tampa Bay, I don't think you can call him a system quarterback. Because, again, his skills today are not what they were 5 years ago. If he was traded in his prime, then I would say, okay, maybe we can make that assessment. But he's 42 years old.
Right, but but he doesn't have to do it all. On this team, on Tampa Bay, he doesn't have to do it all.
Right, but
Like he's got help. So I mean, he doesn't have to be perfect every outing, but I mean he just has to manage the game pretty much. That's what he's got. He's got a good team.
you think that's all it's gonna take now? You think he can be like Trent Dilfer and they can win?
He's not going to be as bad as Trent Dilfer. I hope.
No, but I
would
mean, you're
think.
saying all he has to do is manage the game. I don't think. I think you still need. Still need.
Tom Brady.
That defense is not so good that they can be like the Ravens and score 17 points a game,
Right, but
and make it to the Super Bowl.
right, but that defense doesn't have Trent Dilfer as a quarterback. They have Tom Brady. Tom Brady, no matter at 40,
so
41,
he's not going to be a game manager. He has to do something.
he can be that's what I'm saying though. With the team that he's got around him, he can take that role as a game manager. He doesn't have to go out there and throw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns every game. He doesn't have to do that, right? Because he's got a defense that he can depend on a little more. So,
I'm going to go ahead and agree to disagree on that one. I think
then you disagree, not agree.
No, I agree that we're going to disagree on this. He's going to have to be more than a game manager for them to go far.
Well,
he's going to have to be. He's going to have to be Tom Brady. He can't be, a shinier version of Trent Dilfer, and they're.
I mean, I think he can be Tom. I mean, look, age. The guy's in great shape. He takes care of himself. He can play football probably another 5 years. So, I mean,
wow.
He can. I think he'll do all right. He doesn't have to do it all. So,
he doesn't have to do it all, but he still has to be a top 10 quarterback.
Possibly.
I don't think Tampa Bay's defense is that good. You can't. They're not going to win with a 20th rated quarterback. That's not going to happen.
All right.
What other big moves did you like in early free agency?
Oh shit! I don't even remember all the moves.
I'll tell you the one I liked. I liked the Falcons picking up Gurley. I think something was wrong in LA with the Rams. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I think it had gotten to the point where it's time to make some big changes. And I think one of the guys that will benefit from a change of scenery is Gurley. A fresh coat of paint in Atlanta. He's got a good quarterback. I think that's going to be a good move for him. Now, will it be enough to make Atlanta a serious contender? I don't know. Let's see how it goes with the draft and whatnot. But for him, I think it's a great move, and I think it's a good move for Atlanta. We just got to see what other pieces they put together.
Yeah, I mean, he was on the cheap. It's a bargain, but I don't know if I think health is the question mark with Gurley. That knee is. I don't know that it's 100%. So, I don't know. Atlanta's, if you look, I don't know. Atlanta has a lot of like first round talent on their team that is starting, and they haven't done shit. They're paying Matt Ryan all this money, Julio Jones all this money. They're letting their defense is kind of, they're letting players go. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. I don't know what to think of Gurley either.
So what move did you like?
I can't fucking remember.
Melvin,
what?
I think you have the coronavirus.
Oh, you know what? I like what Denver did. They picked up Melvin Gordon.
Good.
Which I think is a good pickup. Cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked up the defensive end from the Titans, Jarrell Casey. He was like the sack leader 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So now they got Casey.
And that defense was already good.
Yeah, Von Miller and the guy Nick Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty stout defense.
The problem with Denver is, what are they going to do at quarterback? They got rid of Flacco.
Well, see, there you go.
And I mean, what do they have at quarterback? Paxton?
I don't even know.
I mean, that's just they don't have a good quarterback situation.
They let go of Flacco, you said, right?
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, he wasn't going to be the solution anyway.
See, that might be a good. Just get somebody. Just plug and play. You know. Fuck, you can go get a. I don't know about trading for Cam Newton, but you can go get somebody
Cam
else.
Newton would help. It'd be an upgrade. I'm surprised that the Panthers are giving up on Cam Newton. I thought they were going to give it one more year.
Well, rookie head coach.
Yeah, has his
owner got money to throw around. So,
what do you think about Nick Foles going to the Bears?
I expected him to be moved because Jacksonville was unloaded players, but I didn't think he would go there.
Just last week, in a week, I was proven wrong because just last week I said, yeah, I think the Bears are going to give Trubisky one more year. Nope.
Yeah?
Guess not.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't expect him to go there.
I was kind of surprised as well.
I thought Teddy Bridgewater or
where is he going to land?
Carolina. He went to Carolina.
Oh, he went to Carolina already?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then,
so
Newton's gone. So
yeah, I don't know where he's. I mean, I can see Newton with the Redskins.
I don't know. Are they all in with Haskins?
Kind of let Haskins sit this year and kind of learn whatever he can behind Cam Newton. Ron Rivera's there, maybe.
That generally does not work when you put a quarterback in and then make him sit.
Right, I agree.
I've seen that a couple times. It doesn't work out well. But then again, the Redskins are about as dysfunctional as it gets.
But I don't think we'll see Ron Rivera and Cam Newton together again. I don't think a reunion's...
Teddy Bridgewater and McCaffrey in the same backfield. That sounds dangerous.
Okay, this is why, and this pertains to life, sports, whatever. Always stay prepared. Teddy Bridgewater is a perfect example of staying prepared, right? Nobody gave him a shot after his knee injury with the Vikings, right? Mm-hmm. This guy lands a job with the Saints behind Drew Brees. Nobody thought he was going to start, right? Because Drew Brees has been a freaking Iron Man.
Right.
And then Drew Brees goes down for how many ever games last year? 8 games, 9 games. In comes Teddy Bridgewater, and he is obviously prepared, right, for the moment.
Right.
His number got called. He's in there.
Does great.
He did great. And look, he got rewarded with a starting job. 3 years, $60 million. I mean, it's
$60 million.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just about he stayed prepared. He stayed patient, right? He didn't quit on himself. He didn't, although teams quit on him, he didn't quit on himself.
No, he did a good job.
He rehabbed. He took the time to rehab, right? He got from that knee injury. So, just got to stay prepared, man.
No, and I think that's a good spot. Like I said, him and McCaffrey in the same backfield, that's going to be fun to watch.
Let's see what else, what else they do. That could be a good division.
Yeah. Yeah, because you still got New Orleans. You got Tom Brady in Tampa. Atlanta.
I mean, Atlanta's got it's got potential to be a really good division.
Surely, if Dan Quinn doesn't win this year, he's gone.
Yeah, but I mean, we said that about so many coaches last year. He may just have a lifetime contract we don't know about.
He's got pictures on somebody.
Yeah, Arthur Plank. Plank. Is it Plank or Blank?
Arthur Blank.
I
think.
Whatever.
He's
just the owner. What are the moves? I can't. Oh, well, we already talked about DeAndre Hopkins last week. Can you see them moving Deshaun Watson?
Not this year, not this offseason, but next offseason I could.
Yeah.
I could see him ending up in New England. Belichick has talked fondly of him.
If that's the team, God, they just pull the trigger now. Right? I mean, if
I still don't understand what the Texans are doing.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Horrible move.
I don't get it.
What do you think about Phillip Rivers to the Colts?
I think that's a good move for him.
Yeah, I agree. Good offensive line in front of him.
The thing is, I don't know how much he really has left, man. Like, some of those throws that he makes are really short-armed. Like, you're not getting the full spin rate on that football and speed that another quarterback would give you. I just don't know if he's got the ability, the strength in his arm to make some of these throws.
I think it's a good situation for him. I just don't know that physically he has enough to make it through a full season and be productive and good.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy division.
You
got the Titans.
I
guess it's not. There are tougher divisions out there, but
Titans and and the Colts. The Texans took a step back, bro. I'm sorry, they took a step back.
Yeah, but that's on offense. I'm thinking about defenses that he's gonna have to face.
It's not a scary defense. You don't even know if you're gonna get 100% J.J. Watt.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But if you play him early in the season, you will.
Maybe. But no, that's a good move for the Colts.
See, I don't know that it is for the Colts.
You know, yeah.
Because again, I don't think it's good for him. It's probably the best place he could have landed for him. I just don't know that physically he's going to be able to produce what the Colts are expecting from it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem. But they've got a capable backup in Brissett.
See, I think Brissett is...
I think they should have stuck with him, personally.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if Rivers is just... Well, no, he's getting paid $25 million. He's fucking starting.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's starting. Okay, yeah. That's a lot of money for a backup.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. We'll see.
We'll see. What else you got?
So, what if you had to put money on it, when are we going to see the first game of Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL? If you had to pick a date,
I think the NBA will come back first.
Yeah. Around?
I want to say May 15th.
May 15th.
Same thing with the NHL. I think they will hurry back because they will want to get their full season and playoffs in. MLB, probably not until June 1st. And the NFL, I don't think the NFL is going to get pushed back.
The NFL has benefited great from this, right? Because they're all the talk.
They're the only talk.
And it hasn't affected them.
Their games.
Yet. Yeah, they're probably gonna keep moving forward with their regular off-season schedule, right? The draft is gonna be without fans. Mm-hmm. That'll be kind of weird.
Yeah, no fans booing and cheering.
Yeah.
Will they have the players there? Will they shake Goodell's hand?
I wouldn't.
Elbow bump?
Elbow to the face. Yeah, no, I don't know if the player. Yeah, that's a good question.
I would guess the players won't be there.
Just Goodell.
Skype.
Just Goodell reading off names and
the Goodell and the 32
owners,
team reps,
all separated 15 feet apart.
At least.
Right? Are they gonna do social distancing?
Yeah, I would guess so.
Right?
It's gonna be weird.
Right? Are you gonna have family there if you're the players? Can you have family there? Right? Your parents?
Just your parents. You're at home. You won't have a big draft party.
Yeah, damn, that sucks.
You only get drafted once.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Don't know. That'll be interesting. Yeah. At least it'll be something to watch.
Yeah. Well, I'll be watching.
Yeah, for sure, because I'm dying with no sports.
Somebody told me, so I text somebody and then I told them, man, no sports sucks. Yeah. And then they tell me, well, go watch YouTube or reruns. I'm like,
it's not the same.
I can't even watch reruns of today's games.
Yeah.
I just can't do it for some reason. I don't know if it's because we live in a cell phone world where the results are right in my hands. I highlight,
Yeah.
recap. But I've always been like that, and I can't go back and watch. I can't go watch full games.
I can't do it either.
So
it just bores me to tears.
Yeah.
Once I know the result.
Right. So
yeah, I mean,
whatever.
I was hanging on with Australian rules football.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching the game last night at it came on at 11 o'clock. So the game was from 11 till 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching it because it was the only live sports. They were doing them in an empty stadium. I still don't understand all the rules. But at halftime, they had a press conference with the commissioner to announce that the season was suspended until May 31st.
What the heck?
I was like, God damn it!
Right when you were just getting into it and you found the sport, it got sucked out of your hands.
I was all in on Hawthorne.
Yeah.
The Hawks, man.
The Hawks. Nah, I can't. Nah.
I was heartbroken.
If it's not one of
Again.
It truly does. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It's great. More time with family. You kind of.
My family
whatever,
was sports, so they have less time with me.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But this shit sucks, bro. No sports. It sucks.
What I do look forward to is when they come back. Let's say they do come back middle of May. We're gonna get a shit ton because they're gonna shrink the schedule. So instead of playing 2 games a week in the NBA and hockey, they're gonna play 3 and maybe 4.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get a lot more games on a daily basis than we were getting before. And then baseball might do the same thing. They might add in some games to not lose as much.
I hope it's like how you say. Great. I hope it's basketball in May and then June, because I don't want it all at once. Like hockey, I don't care about hockey. I don't want the 3 major sports. Like when it comes back, NBA and baseball. I don't. Give me some breathing room. Stretch it out. Stretch it out a little bit.
I want it all.
Because then you're not going to be able to watch all the games. It's going to be too much.
Dude, I will find a way. Because I'm like that crackhead, man. I need a hit. Bad.
Yeah. Yes. Let us know what you guys are doing during this quarantine time.
Quasi-quarantine.
What are you guys doing again? Read any good books, watch any good movies, any good ideas. Yes, sprinkle us with some ideas on what to do with the kids, because I'm running out of ideas. Sports is pretty much all I want to do with them. They don't like sports a lot. Board games, we freaking played Uno the other day. And it's just so Joshua was at work. And so it was just the 3 of us, right? And this fucking hand took an hour and 45 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong. It was fun the first 5 minutes. After that, it was like... And, my daughter, she's 10, so, and this is challenging too, for a 10-year-old... You gotta pay them attention now,
Yeah.
Because they need something to do, So it's important to, do your parenting job. So she's loving it, right? I'm playing Uno with mom and dad, and it's going on for a long time. And my wife and I are looking at each other like, oh my god! I text her like, is this game almost over? But it was fun for us. So
Yeah, you got to find ways to entertain yourself.
You got to find a way.
Point.
Yeah.
It's tough. I can't imagine doing it with little kids, like a 5-year-old.
Toddlers.
Like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
No, because the toddler is used to being at home, right? But you take a 5 or 6-year-old that goes to school and now is not.
Right.
But it's still high maintenance.
Yeah.
And you still gotta feed them and shit.
High maintenance, high energy. That's a lot.
That's got to be just about the death of me.
Yeah. Right. Think about it if you're a single parent, right?
My God.
And you have to work from home and take care of your kid. That's fucking hard.
That's impossible. That's got to be impossible.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
you're not getting any work done, or
your kid
is setting himself on fire.
Yeah. Your kid is drinking toilet water,
like the cat. I mean, Yeah, there's no way.
That's hard. I feel for those single parents. Seriously, because I mean, I'm fortunate to have my wife, and you know, all three of them let me work, let me, you know, take care of my business and
work.
Oh, work.
Yeah.
This is a good time to get away from the honeydews. See, because she's at home. You can't tell me, hey, go cut the grass or go paint the trim on the freaking door. No. I'm working, baby.
That's right. I'm busy.
I'm the breadwinner here. You need to give me my space.
I'm working. I'm busy.
Distance yourself.
Exactly. Well, on a serious note, everyone out there, please take care of yourselves. Be safe, be smart, be prudent. Don't go out if you don't have to. Take care of yourselves. Spend time with your kids. You know, all the cool stuff that you've heard everyone else say. I'm not going to say anything different. If it turns out to not be a big deal, hey, good. Then you didn't take any risks. But, you know, if it turns out to be worse than what we're expecting, then at least you're safe and sound at home and, you know, with your family and you're not getting anyone infected, and we can get this back to normal as soon as possible.
Yep.
So that's about all I have. You got anything else?
I'm done, man. I got no more hair, no more
hair,
thoughts,
no more topics.
Nothing.
If you guys want us to talk about anything in particular, you can email the show, positivesports10@gmail.com, positivesports10@gmail.com, or you could submit your ideas and comments to Alex on Twitter.
Oh, my turn?
Mm-hmm.
At Brooklyn Gaucho 1.
Or you can submit them to me on Twitter as well, at eMontana21. As always, folks, take care of yourselves. Be safe. Ignore the negativity. Be the positivity.
Peace.